Andrew Bynum and the Lakers rolling, leading the division. Number 3 overall seed in the West, trying to stay ahead of their co-tenants, the Clippers. The Mavericks trying to hang on to that 6th seed in the West. Hi, everybody. Mike Tirico, Hall of Famer Hubie Brown. Heather Cox along here in a couple of minutes. No Kobe Bryant, 5th straight game with a shin injury, but Andrew Bynum playing the best basketball of his career.
Mike, he's solid at 18.6 points a game, but he's in the top 6 in 3 critical categories: rebounding, shot blocking, and field goal percentage. He's a monster at both ends of the floor.
Now, Dallas, they have won 3 in a row. They've struggled a little bit, getting some consistency. Hubie, what do they need to do? 1, to get in, and 2, to successfully defend their title.
Well, in these 3 wins, Mike, they're averaging 106 points a game. Now, you really, realistically, can they get around 100 a game? Dirk Nowitzki's got to get the points up to 25, 27, and then shoot the 50% high percentage area. Everything will take care of itself.
Let's check our Taco Bell starting lineups for Game 2 of our Sunday showcase. And for the defending champs, Delonte West, along with Jason Kidd, who rested on Friday, Sean Marion, Nowitzki, and Brendan Haywood. Without Kobe, it's Devin Ebanks starting in the backcourt with Ramon Sessions. And Meta World Peace, Pau Gasol, and Andrew Bynum have played terrific basketball, especially Bynum, the 24-year-old, his 7th year. A 30-rebound game on Wednesday, followed up by a 30-point game on Friday. It's been 40 years since an NBA player went back-to-back games with 30 boards, then 30 points. Lakers trying to sweep the season series from Dallas. They've won the first 3 games. They go right to Bynum, working on Brendan Haywood, getting doubled, as Dallas did in the last meeting between these teams that we called in Texas.
Well, I like to see them continue this. Double them strong, send them to the baseline, and let's see if they can rotate the ball into an open shot.
39-year-old Jason Kidd, the point guard, was given Friday a chance to rest. Kidd says he's feeling healthy, as good as he has felt all year, and that 3-pointer breaks the scoring seal.
Now, we know that he's only averaging 5 points a game, but he is shooting over 34% in threes, and he takes 5 a game, so you must rotate out.
Gasol along from the outside. There's Ebanks with the rebound. And Ebanks, 2nd year out of West Virginia. He was the opening day starter on Christmas Day for the Lakers.
Well, I like the fact that of his length. 6'7", long arms. But remember now, when you play the Lakers, they're going to hurt you on the offensive board. Second shot attempts.
On the switches, Nowitzki guarded by Sessions, so easily over Ramon, but Dirk missed. And Sessions takes a 3. What an acquisition he was at the trade deadline, traded here. And Ramon Sessions has surprised everyone with how consistent and good he's been.
Well, I like the fact, Mike, that he's averaging 13 points and as well as 7 assists. Now, the addition of Delonte West back now, overcoming his injuries, is major for Dallas.
West broke his ring finger on his right hand. Ugly dislocation. Missed 21 games. He's been back for a couple of weeks now. And a big difference for this Mavericks team in the backcourt.
Well, he's an outstanding defender, plus an excellent 3-point shooter.
Well, anytime Jason Kidd gets 6 early points, he's in the window for a triple-double, because you know the assists are going to come and perhaps the rebounds as well. But scoring has not been a big part of Kidd's game this year. Sessions short, rebounded by Nowitzki. Mavericks coming off a 3-point win Friday night on ESPN in Portland. As Nowitzki's off on his 2nd shot, and it's out of bounds to the Lakers.
Do we have like an 8-second clock here today or what? I mean, I don't get it. The one team in the white have 2 guys that no one can guard, meaning Gasol and Bynum in the low post, unless you double team them. And at the other end, everything is a 3-point attempt by Dallas. So it's kind of interesting.
Not exactly playoff intensity to ease into this 12:30 Pacific time start. Traditional Sunday afternoon Lakers start. 13 days away from the playoffs beginning. And this guy's been sensational of late. Bynum, well defended by Haywood on that trip across the lane.
I'd like to see him settle in lower on the catches, Mike, because Haywood is a load. You're talking about 7 foot, about 275.
Haywood coming to the basket, and Bynum picks up the personal foul, and Heather Cox has more on the center for the Lakers.
Yeah, Mike, once again, as you mentioned, the Lakers without Kobe Bryant. The good news is they're 3-1 without him, thanks to their young leader Andrew Bynum coming off of 2 huge games, as you mentioned, a 30-rebound game followed by a 30-point game. And he admitted to us he continues to work on his maturity level and is learning from his mistakes. He said, the more I am trusted with decisions on the court, the better I am. And Mike, even his teammates have said they notice an improved maturity level on the court, which is certainly critical while Kobe is on the bench.
Yeah, we spent a good time with Andrew yesterday, the Sunday conversation that you may have seen on ESPN on SportsCenter. It'll be there tonight. It's on ESPN.com. Very interesting young man. We'll detail it a little bit as we go on. But he, Gasol, World Peace have been very active and very good in the absence of Bryant. In the lane a long time, Meta World Peace blocked by Haywood.
Now, you can't do a fadeaway in the post area. He would have been better up trying to muscle that one up. Mainly on the fadeaway, Haywood's an excellent shot blocker.
Delonte West worked around the Haywood screen and a good start shooting here for the Mavericks, who scored the last 8 points.
Yeah. Delonte West gives you the...
West gets to the basket. And here comes Bynum and the Lakers. Gasol against Nowitzki, 2 of the best international players the NBA has seen. Remissed by Meta World Peace.
Well, I'm interested on the double teaming of Gasol and then also of Bynum, mainly because right now the Lakers do not have good floor balance, and even if the player kicks the ball out, they don't have an open area.
Second size mismatch. Sean Marion guarding by Sessions. Kidd takes it inside. 8 early points for Jason Kidd. And Mike Brown's going to take a timeout here.
Now you can see that was just a very heady move by an old-time pro. Gives the ball fake, keeps it, and then lays it up in your face.
Averages 6 points a game. Jason Kidd, who is 10th all-time in games played in NBA history. Knocked down a 3, a couple of them, as a matter of fact. And then the drive for 2. Good early start for the Mavericks here in Los Angeles.
Or the blueprint of, as the top point guard in the league, because he's 1-and-1 in both assists and steals, but he never is really mentioned. You talk about Magic, but, the big thing is I think he's right there with Magic in the sense of being the best of all time.
Jason Kidd is right in that conversation as well. Truly one of the greats in NBA history.
Mike, and also the fact that he's the #1 rebounding point guard in the history of the game, along with all of that, okay? Anytime that your point guard gets you 5 to 6 boards, come on, you are the major plus. I thought that was a very humble response by him of those incredible numbers, by the way.
Sean Marion inside gets the basket. And there's another assist from Jason, makes it 15-7. He's also, Hubie, 4th all-time in minutes played. Only 3 men have been on the floor in the regular season in the NBA. More minutes than Kidd, as Gasol hits Devin Ebanks for the dunk. And the 3 men are Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, and the guy people might not get at third is Elvin Hayes, who played exactly 50,000 minutes in his career.
I like that, and I'm glad that you brought that out about Elvin Hayes. He had a terrific career with San Diego and then also with Washington.
A couple of hoops here for the Lakers. They had missed 8 in a row, but now have hit on their last 3 trips, and it's a 4-point game.
Right now, the Lakers, they've got to increase their intensity at the defensive end, make some things happen, and then close the gap when Dallas is releasing on the shot attempts.
Delonte West off the mark. Bynum trying to tip it to himself. Brendan Haywood comes out of the scrum with it. Body checks Artest. No foul. Nowitzki's had a bad start.
Is there hockey in here tonight?
Yes.
I mean, I think that's what we're going to see at 8 o'clock here tonight.
Kings Canucks game 3. The Kings are up 2-0 in the series. No foul called, and a lob to Bynum. Haywood's done a nice job defensively with Bynum in the early going.
Yes, he has. He's not allowed him to back down when he gets the ball out off the lane. And then also on that lob, he played the lob perfectly.
Screen and roll with Delonte West working from the top for 2.
Now right now, Delonte West, is just wearing out Ebanks or World Peace, whoever picks him up, because he's getting to wherever he wants to go on any screen and getting a high percentage shot.
Sessions from the top.
Oh, look at
Sean
this.
Marion chasing down the Jason Kidd pass. And West cleans it up. So Delonte West off to a great start with 8 points here in the first 7.5 minutes.
Well, he's such a solid addition now to the starting unit because he gives you every area of the floor.
Brendan Haywood was out of bounds, stamped on the baseline before he caught it, so it's Laker ball.
Well, when Dallas gets out on the break, you always know that Marion is going to be part of it because he can still motor at his age. Now just watch as Delonte West says, I'm not assuming that he's going to make this hard drive. I'm going to follow it up, chase it down.
First subs here of the game is Vince Carter and Jason Terry have come in for the Mavericks. Josh McRoberts and Matt Barnes for the Lakers. Barnes, who scored 24 points Friday night.
All right, now they're in a 2-3 matchup here right now, Dallas, because Jason Kidd will move up to the small forward position with Terry and Carter in the backcourt.
Barnes picking up right where he left off in that Friday victory for the Lakers here at Staples. Speaking of picking up where he leaves off, Jason Terry, who was really such a star in the closing time of the finals last year.
You take a breath of fresh air, and the next thing you know, Terry's shooting it right in your face.
You see the numbers have been down for Jason Terry this year, but come playoff time, he will be ready and not afraid to take the big shots as Josh McRoberts goes to the basket and adds some points, and he has not done much of that this year.
Well, McRoberts and Murphy are a key to the second unit for the Lakers. They've got to get point production for them as well as rebound the ball.
There's McRoberts guarding and fouling Sean Marion. Will bring Sean to the line. Here's an earlier timeout with the coach of the defending champions, Rick Carlisle.
Best thing we got is just keep the ball moving, keep the floor space, keep attacking them.
QB, this is an interesting time for Carlisle and the Mavericks. Lamar Odom essentially told to go home.
Right.
Earlier this week, he's inactive for the rest of the season. Getting to that in a little bit. But now Carlisle knows the team he has can try to set a rotation these last 6 to get in and then try to thrive in the postseason.
And also because West is back now, healthy.
Right.
So now you have to look at your 4 guards. With Terry and Carter, are they going to be your second team backup? Uba, we know he's not here today, but would he be in the mix or does he go to the bench?
As that 5th guard, Roddy Beaubois, the 6'2", third-year player from France, as Sessions missed the 3. Bynum kept it alive, but he touched it last. Beaubois out with a groin injury today. They don't think it, or calf injury. They don't think it's